From the campus of Pensacola Christian College and seated inside the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena, it's ladies college basketball as the number 8 nationally ranked Pensacola Christian College Lady take on the Bruins of Bob Jones University. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lady Eagles basketball. My name is Jeff Surgeon, and working alongside me is Richard Moses. Richard, it's a pleasure to be back with you. I know you guys had a great game, a couple of games last night here at the arena, but tonight is the two games that we have looked forward to all season as far as a rivalry matchup goes.
Yeah, Jeff, we're super excited about the game. Campus today has already been lit up with excitement as we've gone to tailgate parties that we'll talk about later. We've interacted with players. We've had a lot of things throughout the week that's just gotten the fans and the players excited about tonight. And I know it's going to be a battle the whole way out through both games, and we got a good night of basketball ahead for us.
Pensacola Christian played Bob Jones earlier in the year on January 15th, came out on the losing side of that 67-51. They look to revenge that loss here tonight. And I believe in the last month we see a much more focused Lady Eagles basketball team.
I think so too, and I was able to talk to Coach Sellers a little bit before the game, and he was talking to me about some of the things they struggled with on the road. And one of the things is just to go into a rivalry place after playing several games on the road and just have a struggle with the three ball. They didn't make any three-pointers in the first half, they being Pensacola, while the three-point shooters of Bob Jones University, who they have 2 or 3 that are super solid on a regular basis, did really well in the late minutes of that game to push them ahead. It was a close game throughout, and Bob Jones was able to open it up at the end. So I think if we can shut down the three ball tonight, I think if Marley Moore has a big night down low in the post, I think they'll have a good shot of pulling out a victory here tonight in the Sports Center.
Bob Jones only averages 30% from three-point range, so that was an anomaly what you saw against us back in January. On paper, they shouldn't have 2 good three-point games against us in one season, but it's funny how basketball is. A team can get hot and gain confidence, and goodness, it all just goes downhill from there if you're the opponent against that hot shooting. But this is an arena that a lot of teams have trouble with depth perception. Mm-hmm. It's a bigger arena than a lot of kids are used to when they come here and play, and it usually takes them a half just to get used to the largeness of this arena. Plus, as you mentioned with the tailgate party, we've got a bigger crowd than normal to start a ladies game, and it's only going to get bigger as the game goes on in anticipation of the men's game. Unfortunately, the ladies don't get the crowd support as much as the men. It's just the way it goes. But tonight we expect there to be a pretty full house by midway of second half. It should be really fun for these girls to play tonight.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how they take on Bob Jones defensively, just because Bob Jones is such an athletic team and such a well-coached team in order to get the ball in open spots to get the ball to the basket. So hopefully tonight we'll see some good defensive production from people like Morgan Van Hook and Marley Moore. But we'll talk about more about the things that went on campus, and we'll talk about the other things as we go throughout the game. But we're ready to start this game tonight. We're about to get underway in just a second, so we'll take you over to Mark Labins at the Public Address System.
Welcome to the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena, the home of your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. This evening's contest is between the Lady Eagles and the Bob Jones University Lady Bruins. At this time, would you please stand and join us as we are led in prayer by Mr. Andrew Burho of the Athletic Department. And after prayer, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day. Lord, thank you for the beautiful weather you gave outside. Lord, thank you for Bob Jones being able to get down here safely. Lord, I pray for a great competition today. Lord, I pray for the players, the coaches, the officials, and the fans. Lord, just give us a great day and a great atmosphere in here. Keep the players safe as they compete today, and give the coaches wisdom as they guide their teams and the officials' judgment. Lord, I love you and thank you for all that you've done. In your name, amen.
The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life. We've got love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official and spectator, join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, we would like to introduce the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Lady Bruins from Greenville, South Carolina. Starting at forward, senior from Berryville, Virginia, we have number 15, Julia Wright. We have number 22 from Ararat, Virginia, Hannah Tompkins. She's a guard. We have a guard, a senior from Wilton, California, number 23, Kendra Jeffcott. From Gaffney, South Carolina, number 25, Maggie Ford. And from Minnesota, number 34, Brianna Delaney. The head coach for the Lady Bruins is Mike Levere. Here they are to protect the next, your 2015-2016 PCC Lady Eagles. We have number 3 from Greenwood, South Carolina, a junior, Alyssa Loudermilk. From Macon, Georgia, number 10, 5'9", Joy Smith. A guard, senior from Sugar Grove, North Carolina, Hannah Schiff. Number 25 from Ararat, Virginia, Jessica Boyd. And we have number 33, 6'2" freshman from Baxter, Minnesota, Marley Moore. The head coach for the Lady Eagles is Coach Jared Sellers, and the assistant coach is Mabel Valdez. The officials for this evening's game are Cliff Harris, Chip Bose, and Sherry Taylor.
Bob Jones enters the game at 17-11. The Lady Eagles enter the game at 16-11. And action right off the bat is a missed layup, and Alyssa Loudermilk's going to step back for a three-pointer, no good. And this game is going to be fast-paced, if this is any indication.
Yeah, Eagles averaging over 70 points a game right now. Bob Jones right up there with them.
It's an air ball 3 from Hannah Tompkins, number 22, and they'll let her know about that right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what you just said in the pregame, that it's difficult for teams to adjust in here just because of the depth perception that's different than most gyms.
We're trying to get you familiar with some of the Lady Eagles players. If you're first time tuning in, number 3 is Alyssa Loudermilk, number 10, Joyce Smith, 20 is Hannah Shipp, 25 is Jessica Boyd, and underneath, Marley Moore is number 33. Lady Eagles in the white with the blue trim. Bob Jones in the powder blue with the white numerals and the dark blue trim with Bob Jones. Trying to work it underneath. It's no good, and Hannah Shipp's going to come down with the rebound. They normally like to swing it around, but there's a lot of standing around on this. Hannah Shipp will go in and not get fouled. It'll be a tie-up, and Bob Jones will get possession going the other way.
Yeah, that was a good aggressive move there by Shipp, but she had Boyd and Loudermilk on the outside that she could have kicked to.
Brianna Delaney, number 34, trying to get it into her, and she is 0 for 2, a minute and a half into this first quarter.
That's great defense there by Marley Moore, who also played phenomenal defense last night on a player from Florida College. You see her with a missed shot there.
Marley gets a tip on the rebound, no good. Players go to the floor, no harm, no foul, and Bob Jones will bring it back down and set it up. 2 players late getting back into the offensive set. Already 17 seconds on the shot clock. And that will be a travel called on number 23, Kendra Jeffcoat, who is a senior. Kendra averages 11 points, 8 rebounds a game. Definitely their best player on the court. Bob Jones has 6 players that average 7 points or more. So they have a lot of balance in their scoring. Pensacola Christian has a lot of players that can score as well. Pretty evenly matched game.
Yeah, both teams definitely come and bring a lot to the table. Pensacola brings a lot more spread offense. Nice shot there by Alyssa Loudermilk.
Alyssa, who normally doesn't post up, found herself down on the block, did a great job.
Right.
Collapsing zone defense, almost another walk. Officials have already called that once. Almost stripped away from Alyssa. Diving for a loose ball. That's Boyd. Bruins get it back. Nice kick out. No good. Ships there for the rebound. And she'll push it up quickly. Joy Smith almost lost control of it. Regains it. Alyssa for a 3. And there's Delaney for the rebound. Yes, it will stay Bruins basketball.
Marley Moore just a bit out of position there on that last rebound attempt. Almost able to control the ball, just lost it right there at the last second.
Number 25 of the basketball is Maggie Ford. She's a senior, averages 9 points a game. Being closely guarded by Joy Smith. Maggie's going to throw it away. Stolen away by Boyd. Boyd's got ships going to the basket, and Boyd will get fouled. First team foul for either team. Two new players into the game for Bob Jones. That is Sharon Hausinger, number 12, and number 24, Brianna Jackson.
Lady Eagles definitely happy with the fan base that came out early for this game tonight. They've added a lot to the excitement in the arena early.
Here's Hannah Shipp. She's going to take it all the way and change hands with the shot. Probably didn't need to do that. Jeffcott's going to kick it over to the right-hand side for another missed shot. Bob Jones with another second chance potential here, but they throw it out of bounds. Now they're going to set up for the press.
Nice press break there.
Beautifully done. Shipp will find Boyd underneath. Boyd off the top of the backboard, probably should not have been called a basket. Bob Jones' coaching staff is trying to tell them it should not be good, and they're going to give it to us. Timeout, Coach Sellers, and let's take a timeout as well. So the coaching staff of Bob Jones not pleased with that last basket from PCC as it goes off the top of the backboard. They saw it a different way. Nonetheless, it's 4-0 Lady Eagles with the early lead here. Smothering zone defense. That is a 3 from Sharon Hausinger.
That was a nice looking 3.
Sharon is a sophomore averaging just 7 points a game. And Alyssa Loudermilk's going to throw it away. Quickly down court, here comes Brianna Jackson. Joy Smith picks up the defense. Maggie Ford with a 3 of her own, no good. Underneath for the rebound, Kendra Jeffcott. Kendra will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Marley definitely is somebody you don't want to get in foul trouble early. You need that size down low to take care of the post players. And Jeffcott.
Kendra, as we mentioned, is a senior, averaging 11 points a game, 8 rebounds. As a team, Bob Jones shoots 65% from free throw line. Crowd trying to get at her ear a little bit. It doesn't work this time. Nice press break again as Joy Smith finds Hannah Ship, and we'll set the offense up now. It's about this time in the quarter that we'll see a mass substitution from Coach Sellers. We'll see if that happens. That should be knocked out of bounds. Eagles keep the basketball. And indeed, that does, yes.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
And it's a full 5-on-5 substitution for the Lady Eagles. As a coach, that's a wonderful problem to have as a bench this deep.
Right.
There's Morgan Van Hook looking underneath for a teammate. No good, but I think the Lady Eagles will keep the basketball. That's Ashton Welburn. Ashton misses the shot. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Something will have to happen quickly for the Lady Eagles.
They're going to look down low to Welburn or, knocked.
Yep, that'll be Bob Jones' ball.
Yeah.
The ball was tipped out of bounds and
phenomenal.
into the hands of Elizabeth Helder.
Phenomenal defense there.
So the intensity early on is exactly what we expected, Richard.
Yeah, vibrant crowd, vibrant playing. I love how Coach Sellers is coaching right now, too. He's coaching with all the energy he possibly can to get his girls going here early.
Nice pump fake and a beautiful drive to the basket. That is Maggie Ford. And Bob Jones off the make will press.
McCosh a little bit out of sync there on the zone. Let that basket get an easy 2 points.
It's got the Lady Eagles a little flustered, but now they're back into their offense.
McCosh throws it up.
Trying to get it inside to Welburn, and that just was ill-advised from the beginning. There's a walk. No, actually, it was on the sideline.
Out of bounds, yeah.
I thought they were going to call a travel.
Well, their bench was calling for that the last time because she did the same thing last time underneath, but there was no referee down there to see it. So this time it's caught, and now they're going to be in the press once again. Such an athletic team early from Bob Jones. Pressing in the first quarter. We'll see how long they can keep up the stamina to be able to do this.
I just don't know that their bench is as deep as Coach Sellers with the Lady Eagles. So, yes, they can press intensely for a while. But if you're able to switch 5 in and out as much as we do, it may not matter. This is Helder, now Zorka. Morgan Van Hook trying to get it inside underneath. That is Welburn. And it'll be a 2-shot foul.
Welburn, a player we haven't seen a lot this year because of injury and some things that happened here at school with her, but she's able to be on the floor last night, tonight. So hopefully she'll be able to sink these two. 3-point game in favor of Bob Jones. Low scoring here in the first quarter due to the strong defense from both sides. Nice zone defense, good press from Bob Jones.
Ashton Welburn at the line. She is a 5'10 junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ashton with the second. And she nails that one. And it's just a 2-point deficit now for PCC.
Good zone here.
Trying to work it underneath to Delaney. Delaney did a good job putting it up, just couldn't get the basket. And the Lady Eagles come out of here with it. Morgan Van Hook double teamed. She needs help. Dribbled out of it somehow. I don't know how in the world she did that and how she didn't get fouled on that possession.
Yeah, she was hit by both sides. I don't know how there was no foul call there on the pass.
Thought about it. She's going to take it all the way in. It looked nice, it just didn't go in. So BJU will keep it underneath their own basket. And they reset the shot clock, but I'm not sure that it hit the rim.
Yeah, it went up on the side
Okay.
and then came back down in that last possession. Good D by Helder in the corner there.
That's Delaney. They're going to keep going to Delaney. She'll eventually get one of those, but right now I think she's 0 of 4 or 0 of 5. Here's Van Hook. They're trying their best to get it underneath to Welburn. She's triple teamed. That means somebody's going to be open. Here's Zorka. And Welburn tries to take it up, and she'll go to the line for 2 again.
Here's something good, though. We see Laney down. I think it's going to be her second, maybe third foul. Second foul for Laney in the first quarter. She's definitely going to have to sit soon with that.
Yeah, they'll have to. We'll see if there's a substitution coming. As soon as she picked up her first foul, Coach took her out. I would imagine he'll take her out here. He has yet to substitute, so keep that in mind. 3 fouls early on would be devastating to one of your starters.
And Welburn has cut the lead with just free throws. She shot the last 4 free throws there. She went 3 for 4. Now it's a tie game.
And they're doing their best to do the in and out, but they're showing why they're only a 30% free throw team. Morgan Van Hook with a killer move. Could not get the basket to fall. And now Morgan is one of the first back on defense. BJU with another 3. That one does fall.
Nice move by Jeffcott down the floor there, taking it coast to coast.
It's an aggressive zone defense by Bob Jones. They're coming out on the shooters. The only way they're going to beat that is to swing it around like they did right there and get a quick, good look at the basket. Van Hook misses that one from the top of the key, and BJU quickly back down the court. There's Delaney. Probably ill-advised that she takes that shot. Here's Jackson getting it underneath to Delaney. A double team, but they will get Darby McCosh.
Didn't look like it should be a foul there. It was all ball from this angle. And here's the 5 substitution.
Looks like our starters are back into the game. And a fresh face in the game for Bob Jones. That is Julia Wright, number 15.
And Delaney will sit now with 2 fouls.
See, they do better when they swing it, Richard.
Nice.
Marley Moore, beautiful move by Marley to square up, turn around, and it's a 1-point deficit.
How much improvement we've seen from Marley Moore from the first game of the season to now. It's incredible in her first season here at the Lady Eagles.
Alyssa Loudermilk's going to take it all the way in with the assist from Hannah Shipp, and it's a 1-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Coach Sellers imploring his team to get back on defense, and they do just that. So now, no matter what happens here, you do have a chance at the last shot of the quarter. But you really want to play good defense here to keep them from getting an easy basket, and that's not how you do it. They sagged so far, it gave her enough room to go in for an easy put up, and she'll get fouled. That is Brianna Jackson, number 24. Who will go to the line for Bob Jones. The foul is on Alyssa Loudermilk, and then that's Alyssa's first. I don't feel like the Eagles have gotten into an offensive rhythm yet. The press is kind of flustering them a little bit. They need to swing it more. That's what the coaching staff is calling for.
Yeah, swing and be patient. See, like that, they had to force the cross-court pass. Nice shot there by Boyd, just off the mark.
Loudermilk did a great job hustling, getting the ball back. 4 seconds on the shot on the clock. We'll see if this is going to be good. Yes, she beats the buzzer. And it's 14-11. Bob Jones, the visiting team, with a 3-point lead here. And we will take a timeout and be back with second quarter action after this. And ready for second quarter action here as the Lady Eagles of Pensacola Christian trail Bob Jones. 14-11. Second chance points and turnovers.
That's been the whole story of the game tonight, and a lot of that is due to the great defensive pressure that Bob Jones has put on the press.
Joy Smith's going to square up for a three and hit it. She was squared up 3 seconds before she got the ball. She knew she was going to shoot that one. So it's a tie ball game.
That's definitely what you want to see coming out of the quarter there. Tying it up, plenty of time to be able to put a lead here in the second quarter.
Blocked. Marley Moore got a piece of that one. Crowd has given it an air ball, but it really was a block by Marley Moore. Loudermilk going underneath to Marley. Marley with the turnaround, yes. And the Lady Eagles have the lead.
Now we need to get a couple stops defensively here with this zone. Actually, it looks like they're going to set up in a man-to-man now. Change it from the zone to a 5-on-5.
That's a walk. They are walking every time they do that stutter step.
This player
5 seconds on the shot clock, and they don't realize it. She beat the shot clock.
didn't get it to be a violation there.
Yes. I want you to watch the guards on the perimeter when they stutter step before they dribble.
Yeah, I saw it in the last one where they drag
Yes.
the back foot. They don't have a pivot foot at all, and then they put it down to dribble. They've gotten called for it once tonight, down low.
Loudermilk puts up an impossible shot. Bob Jones in quick transition back down the court. Man, that was pretty. That is Sharon Hausinger.
Nice pass there by Smith.
Here's Boyd, double team. She'll go up against that double team. No good. Moore tried to get it, and I believe the Lady Eagles will keep it, right?
Yeah, Lady Eagles ball.
This is Joy Smith taking it out. Marley Moore double teamed. Doesn't matter.
Having a great night down low. They have no answer for her, and they can't put Delaney in there with 2 fouls early on.
I think the offense right now needs to go through her until they can figure out how to stop it.
Right. She's doing well underneath. Might as well keep it.
5 players on the perimeter for Bob Jones. Now they finally got somebody posting up.
Even though they like that 3 ball, and we said they're only 30% on the season, they love shooting the 3 ball. That's why they have so many players out. Again, Loudermilk trying to get something going there.
Now we need to set it back up. There's Boyd. And that should be Lady Eagles basketball as well, as someone from Bob Jones tipped it out.
It will be.
I just feel like on our half-court offense that we're just one pass away from getting a better shot. Wide open. Hannah Shipp probably should have just taken it in, but she made the 18-footer, and it's a 4-point lead now for PCC.
Nice wide open shot there.
She had a whole lane.
Yeah.
And I can't fault her. She made the shot, but she had a whole lane.
She'll take it.
Ooh, ooh. Goodness. Thought it was all ball. Alyssa Loudermilk's going to get whistled for her second foul. We'll see how Coach.
He's going to leave her in.
You think he will?
Yeah, he's going to leave her in. He likes how this rotation's going right now. He's going to leave her in at least one more possession, I think. Maybe not.
He's bringing Marley Moore out as well, so he's going to go with a smaller lineup.
Smaller lineup, but you got three three-point shooters on the floor with Jessica Boyd. No, 4 if you count Joy Smith. You got all 4 of your best three-point shooters on the floor right now. So maybe he's going to go with the shooter lineup right now.
Brianna Jackson hits the second. Ooh, Joy Smith did a good job to get that pass. Oh, it's stolen away. And the Bruins quickly back down court.
Travel.
There
they got
it is.
him. They got him. That was exactly what we talked about just a minute ago. That was that stutter step.
It happened right here in front of me again.
Called the travel.
It's the 4th time it's happened.
Yep.
I'm not saying that the Lady Eagles don't walk sometimes, but when it's that obvious, you've got to call it. And the problem is, Richard, you see it in every level of basketball.
Right.
High school, middle school, I mean, they're all doing it, and the officials allow it to happen.
Yeah, I got
There's
another
travel.
walk.
That's another turnover. Brianna Jackson gets whistled for the turnover, got ahead of herself. But that gives them time to set up for a press again. The Lady Eagles have done a decent job getting out of the press, but it's flustered them when they get into the half court. Double team and another turnover.
That's 3 turnovers in a row for Van Hook.
Coach needs a timeout, and he'll take a timeout. Let's take a timeout as well here. 6:21 to go, second quarter, 2019 Lady Eagles.
Coach Sellers coming out of a frustrated timeout.
Don't you love it when you set up a play out of a timeout and it works?
Yeah, and Van Hook shot that with confidence.
Oh, there's a blocking foul. Could have gone either way. They'll call a blocking foul on Jessica Boyd. Jessica was probably a half step behind getting in full position. So it's a shooting foul. And this is Brianna Jackson. Brianna's a freshman, averages 9 points a game.
Connects on the first here.
She has no fear.
No.
Brianna has no fear when she goes to the basket.
Yeah, Jackson, an explosive player up the floor. Probably one of the fastest ones on the whole court tonight. She's played most of the game. I think she sat maybe 3 minutes.
Number 34, Brianna Delaney, back in for Bob Jones. And I say that to remind us she's got 2 fouls.
playing with 2 fouls, playing without Marley Moore on the court. So we're going to have to double down on her, especially with the size advantage she'll have.
You got Morgan wide open underneath, and she just got in a hurry.
Nice steal there by Joy Smith.
And Joy will back it back out and they'll set up the offense. 5 players on the perimeter. Now we got a player going to the basket. That's Boyd, and it's partially tipped. And Bob Jones now in transition. Wide open lane all the way for Kendra Jeffcott.
Took it coast to coast.
This is going to be a 10-second call if they're not careful. Joy Smith across the timeline just in time. Boyd now, cold feet, wouldn't take it. Tried to get it underneath to Morgan Van Hook, and it's no good.
It'll stay Eagles ball. Joy Smith's going to inbound it. And there's Loudermilk and Moore checking in for Smith and Van Hook.
Sellers trying to keep fresh legs in here just to offset this press. And it'll be a push-off, a push foul on Zorka. Trying to get position. She, not an elbow, but a forearm.
Yeah, she wrapped the arm around in order to get position there. And caught it in transition.
Underneath to Delaney.
Ooh,
Delaney has it stolen away, tipped away actually. Now here's Holly Zorka. Loudermilk trying to get it underneath, and they just don't wait. It just drives me crazy.
They see it there, and they just miss it on the pass because they get in such a hurry.
That's what I say. They were like one step behind sometimes in the half-court offense.
Well, and the defensive pressure by Bob Jones causes them to have that rush play. Another turnover there for Delaney. It's going to be white ball.
Well, you knew they were going to go back to Delaney. You called it. Even with Moore back on the court.
Yeah, and Loudermilk and Moore on the last 2 possessions have doubled down on Delaney, and that's cost her to have nothing. So they're going to take her out now because she's got nowhere to go. Now Joy Smith's going to come back in. No need for Moore. I mean, you got the scoring ability from her, but Smith's going to get the more athleticism on the floor for you.
You really need Smith in here for the press break.
Nice save there by Zorka.
See, there's the extra pass I'm talking about. This is the extra pass. When they do this, they're more successful. And that's a foul on Julia Wright, number 15. Just the second team foul on Bob Jones. Joy Smith calling the play. Loudermilk thought about it. Over to Smith in the corner. No good. Hannah Tompkins is going to bring it all the way down. Nice defense from Smith.
Jeffcott with a deep 3. Nice 3 from Jeffcott there.
Not a lot of time to celebrate if you're Bob Jones. Lady Eagles did a great job getting it right back down, setting up their offense. Ship thought about it, probably walked herself, and then put up a bad shot. Coast to coast. There's Hausinger.
Bob Jones has had no problem finishing at the basket tonight, except for Delaney with double down. And the answer by Zorka, there it is, Jeff.
I'm surprised we haven't picked up with a press of our own. But are we just using so much energy to get out of their press? Oh, nice tip. It's a 3-on-2. Boyd, Loudermilk, rushed it.
Hasn't been able to buy a basket all night.
Now the Eagles need to get back on defense, and they do.
Jeff got a little winded coming up the floor that time.
And that'll be a silly touch foul. Who do they get it on? Ship? Yes. Hannah Ship. Team foul number 4. And remember the rules in ladies basketball, in NCCAA anyway, 5 fouls is a bonus.
Right, double
in a
bonus.
quarter. It is a 2-shot foul. Yeah. So with 3 minutes to go in a quarter, Bob Jones may be shooting some free throws here at the end of this quarter. Good defense, way to stick with it. Van Hook underneath the Helder, and that'll be a blocking foul. I don't believe she was shooting. Fouls on Hausinger. Zorka look good.
Just a short there.
Here's Jackson. A lot of one and dones now. I think some of the players seem a little tired. Double team. What are they going to call? 3 seconds?
3 seconds. Good call by Chip Bose there.
I think he caught Brianna Jackson on the backside on 3 seconds looking for a rebound or a quick weak side pass.
All right. Here's going to be the press again from Bob Jones. I don't want to miss the opportunity to tell our fans that at halftime, I know we talked about in pregame about our tailgate party. We're going to show you some interviews from our players, from our Lady Eagles at halftime that we were able to take as Morgan Van Hook knocks down the 2-point play there. But that was an exciting time today. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of students out there at the tailgate roasting marshmallows, eating food, and just getting in with our players and getting interviews with our players. And Igor was out there. Dr. Shoemaker was out there. Just a fun time for everybody to get around campus and get excited about our game tonight. And so don't miss footage from that at halftime.
Joy Smith with stellar defense, but a nice move by Maggie Ford to get around that defense. And it's back to a 3-point lead for the Bruins. Van Hook with a 3. She's feeling it. Didn't hit that one.
Should have been an offensive. You saw that hand there by Bob Jones. Way off the mark there.
Oh, what a move by Hannah.
And she'll go to the line for 2.
Could have gotten an and one out of it, but she'll go for 2. Julia Wright, number 15 for Bob Jones with her second foul. That's team foul number 3.
It's 27-30 here in favor of the Bob Jones Bruins in the Sports Center Arena.
Hannah Ship at the line for 2.
Hannah Ship, this will be her last regular season home game of her career. She's played in more Lady Eagles basketball games than any other Lady Eagles player. Nice rebound by Joy Smith, and they'll set it back up with 56 seconds to play here in the first half.
You can play a 2-for-1 here if you really wanted to. Zorka all the way in. Got her own rebound. Still, shot clock is at 5. Zorka with a long 3. That was a bad possession.
Nice steal there by Joyce Smith, though, to make up for it.
Shot clock's off, Richard. I think we can set it up. Is coach telling him to pull it back? Yes. He'd like to get a 3 and go in tied, but he'll take what he can get.
Smith's going to put it up.
Hey, that's a good look.
She just traveled again.
And that's where we're at halftime. Bob Jones University, the Bruins, with a 3-point lead, 30-27. Coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to have a player interview from the Lady Eagles team talking about the tailgate party in today's game. And we'll have that shortly here from Pensacola Christian College.
Thank you.
What does it mean for you to play in this game tonight? Bob Jones, usually one of our biggest games of the year. How do you feel about the game?
It's my first time playing in a home game with Bob Jones, and so the hype is really awesome. I'm really nervous about it too, but I know if we just come out as a team strong, that it'll be a great game all the way through.
Now, Jessica, this is your first season with the Lady Eagles. What's been a highlight for you this season? Maybe a favorite game that you've had, something you've enjoyed on the road trip or with Coach?
One of my favorite things is especially at the beginning of the season, we weren't bonding as great as a team, and it just took a little while for us to get things going. And so that's one of my favorite things, is just seeing us come together as a team this season.
Jessica, what's your prediction for the game tonight?
Well, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm expecting an Eagle win, but just go out, give your best, and let God do the rest.
That's fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the broadcast with us, Jessica. Hope you enjoy the rest of our game tonight.
One of the biggest clients they ever serve is Nike, and then Intel, Exxon. Right now my client is Verizon Wireless, and then just prior to that I work with eBay and PayPal. My name is Ricky Halama. I'm working for Deloitte Consulting. When companies come to us, our clients, we work with Fortune 500 companies. They come to us, they didn't have just one problem. They have complex problem. That's why they go to consulting firm. We go to a company or our clients, we always do cost-benefit analysis. If we do this project within 18 months, yes, it will cost you $200 million, yes, it will cost you $100 million. However, your return on investment within 10 years will be equals to $2 billion. I really enjoy working with people. I really like to interact with people and see how are they doing, make them feel welcome and make sure they're comfortable. So I really enjoy the interaction with human beings. I'm working in the consulting, which is client service interaction. Every day I face the client and also try to work with them in different personality, different people, different backgrounds, and sometimes different ethnicity and different language too. One of the biggest things that helped me from PCC is the faculty. They have very excellent focus, which is they talk about their real life experience, how when they were working in hospital or when they were working for the government or when they were working for corporate culture. So they bring a lot of input and prepare us to go to the real world by bringing all the insights in the classroom.
Shaping lives, creating beauty, finding solutions, touching lives for Christ, making a difference through service, doing what you love, challenging the status quo. For decades, PCC graduates have taken their next steps in life, continuing to grow, to accomplish, and to influence, doing what they were meant to do, one step at a time.
I love what I do because it just constantly changes. No day is the same. I never know what I'm going to do when I go to work that day. It really depends on the calls that come out and the incidents that happen throughout that day.
I had a family that at the very beginning I did not think was going to be able to be reunified. And I was able to place those children back in their home and reunify that family. And I thought, I absolutely love my job.
The greatest part of my job is the people that we get to meet every day. And everybody has their kind of idea of what they want in their house, and that's a neat aspect. That's neat to be able to walk them through that, to see the joy and excitement in their face through the process, but then also after they move in.
I'm a fine artist. I'm an oil painter. I work primarily in oils, and I paint realistic landscapes and figures and portraits. It's like you're taking a slice of all of life and you're expressing that beauty. You're trying to relate to that beauty that you live in 100% of the time.
The thing that I like most about working as a high school principal is the fact that every day of my life, I have an opportunity to influence young people and their families.
We're a small church, so I'm able just to kind of get my hands in everywhere. I preach every Sunday morning to the entire congregation, as well as work with the teens on Wednesday nights and Sundays. I want to see people experience victory in their Christian walk.
We saw a child in clinic, and I, of course, immediately recognized the name. It had been over a year since I had seen the family. To see her doing well, interacting, talking with you, waving at you, when what you remember a year and a half before was just constant difficulty.
I am a performing pianist, and I also teach college students. Carnegie Hall was an opportunity that God has given me. I enjoy polishing the talent that God has given me as a good steward, and my dream is to continue playing all my life.
When I first started as an owner-operator, they like to kind of put a young person in there. I was only 24 at the time. I did a little bit of everything, whether it's just working a register or cooking the food in the back. This is why I like Chick-fil-A. It's about the people, whether it's my team or just the other vendors we come in contact with or the customers.
I have the wonderful privilege to admit moms into the hospital as they are in their last stages of delivery in their prenatal period, and walk through a day, sometimes 2 or 3, of delivering a newborn, bringing that newborn into the world.
I spent 15 years in youth ministry, and the Lord moved me into the senior pastorate a few years ago. But honestly, it's been what I have always desired to do. I am living the dream that I have always had ever since I can remember. I can't remember honestly wanting to do anything else but serve the Lord.
I was very interested in attending Pensacola Christian College because I wanted to have the strong foundation that they offered for my spiritual growth, and also a strong educational foundation, so it offered the best of both worlds.
The quality of academics really has helped me out here. I kind of hold the standard high for myself, but I was taught to do that through high academic standards.
PCC sets a standard of excellence that taught us as educators to really go and do likewise.
I would say that the teachers were not only dedicated to keeping a standard of excellence, but I would say in many respects they were the standard of excellence. Their own ethic, their own work ethic, I think really inspired me to work much, much harder than perhaps I normally would have.
I had several professors I think very fondly of that took a lot of extra time if I was struggling in a class or just not getting some material that say, hey, meet with me after.
I had instructors who would constantly encourage us to guard our devotion, our private time with the Lord. They were examples and role models both spiritually and professionally.
It wasn't just their job, it was their ministry. It wasn't just what they did, it was their life, and they poured their life into what they did, but they poured it into us as students.
When I came to PCC, I had both. I had an amazing teacher, and I had that firm foundation from the Bible.
I can't think of a better place to train because the focus is on God's Word. You know, it's not just a Christian college in philosophy, it's a Christian college in its activity.
I grew spiritually under the daily preaching and teaching of the Word of God, and it changed my life.
If you want to know what something's right or wrong, I know exactly where to look, and I can base a lot of that back to the things that I learned through Bible classes.
The environment enabled me to really seek the Lord and His will for my life. It was put me in a position where I could really focus on my walk with the Lord and not be, distracted or worried about what else was going around me.
It's a good, clean, safe Christian environment to begin to learn more about your field.
Medical school is a rigorous thing for anybody to do and go through, but I was prepared for that.
Going into grad school, I had no problem passing those entrance exams.
I mean, things I learned at Pensacola was how to deal with people in a one-on-one, in a real way.
I came out of PCC well prepared and well equipped for nursing and really life in general. When my husband and I we got married a week after graduation, and neither of us had debts.
Honestly, I had no idea until after I got out of college how difficult college debt had been for a number of people. And I thought it was normal to graduate with a degree and not have thousands of dollars of debt hanging over your head.
To make the decision to go to a place where the tuition is affordable, where you're not going to come out of college with a lot of debt. I sit down at a desk next to people every day now who owe $250,000 or $350,000 of school debt, and I have none of that.
And it's a great environment to really learn God for yourself. And that's really, I think, the greatest asset that PCC has for a young person. You can come to a school where you don't have a lot of the pressures of the world and at the same time focus on your academics, and I think that really is the greatest reason.
Look at the product that's coming out, read about it, look at what people have experienced there. Come to people who are graduates and alumni and have gone out and done things in this world for God's glory, and then make an informed decision. Never close your mind to something that God might have for you. But in the end, it's you and your relationship with your God that should decide what the next step is.
I just love what I do just because it's, it's something different every day. I'm different jobs, different states, different people that I talk to. That's just what makes it fun. I work for JRC Incorporated. We are a national contractor. We do a lot of construction across the United States, and I am the contract administrator for JRC. Contract comes in from a general contractor or from an owner. I read the contracts, make sure we're covered basically, and sign it off. I purchase material, I purchase equipment, things like that for a job whenever we've got a job coming up. Basically get everything lined out, do a lot of logistical type things. I do a lot of the computer work around here too, so I always love that part about my job, I guess. Anytime a new toy comes in, it's Christmas time. I wanted to do something in the secular world, so I knew I could go to PCC and get a liberal arts degree, and at the same time get a Christian education, go to Christian college. It's important to get a Christian education because we're in a secular world, but we need to have a biblical worldview. So taking the things that we learn, whether it be from our parents, from school, from a Christian college, taking those things and applying them in the secular world helps us to be able to be prepared for the things that we're going to face, even in our business classes, because we would obviously discuss the business side of things, but we would talk about how we can apply this as a Christian. It definitely prepared me for what I do.
Almost back with live action here at Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola Christian College. Lady Eagles trail Bob Jones University 30-27 with some halftime stats. Here's Richard Moses.
Yeah, a lot of sloppy action from both teams in the first half. Overall, the stats were nothing to brag about, Jeff. Pretty even scoring for all the players. Bob Jones has 2 players, Jeff Cott and Brianna Johnson at 9, while Pensacola has very even scoring. Almost every player that played scored somewhat. They've got 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, all the way down. So they've got a lot of players that have scored tonight. But the thing that's really killed both teams is just all the points have been in transition. All the points have been at the free throw line. Neither team, because of the defensive pressure, has really been able to set up in a solid every single possession offense. And that's something that you want to see as a coach. You want to see the team go down the floor 3, 4, 5 times, set up a system and score in that system, then go on the other end and get a 2 or 3 stops on defense. But the press from Bob Jones has been everything that they've used tonight on the press has been what stopped PCC. And really, I think the only thing stopping PCC right now is themselves. They're making silly mistakes that's costing them points.
Well, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I've said it a couple times. I feel like that we're one more pass away from having a better half-court offense tonight. It seems like we're not swinging it enough, and some of that I'm sensing from the coaching staff.
Yeah.
And as you said, we're rushing it. I feel like if we would just take one more second, a pump fake maybe, an extra pass, it's the difference between a win and a loss here tonight.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We saw that several times, especially late in the second quarter, where we got through the transition in the press, and then we were able to swing it several times. And Hannah Shipp was able to get fouled down low. Next play down the court, swung it again. Morgan Van Hook wide open for a three-pointer. So the swing and the pass, instead of forcing the quick shot, you got 30 seconds on the shot clock, use the 30 seconds to get the best shot.
Use every bit of it. I know that they like to have a little quicker tempo, but against this team, where you're already flustered breaking the press, it's best to set up, take a breath, and then run your offense.
Completely agree. Completely agree. It's going to be Bruins ball out here at the beginning of the second half.
It was a 3-point lead for the Lady Bruins at halftime, and it's a 3-point lead as we start the second half here. Jeff Surgeon with Richard Moses here calling all the action. This is just the beginning. We've got another game following this as the men will take the court, looking to revenge themselves from a defeat. And we'll talk about that later on this evening. Bob Jones again with another second chance as they get to set their offense up again. Something happened on that. I don't know if it was a walk, a charge, a foul. What are they going to call?
It's going to be a block on, I think, Jessica Boyd. Yeah, 25, Jessica Boyd.
Coach Sellers thinks it was a charging foul. I can't say that I disagree with him. They saw it different. So we'll set it up again, trying to work it underneath to Delaney.
That's the first time she's able to score on Marley Moore all night.
She's had good looks, just haven't gone in.
Risky pass there by Joy Smith to Hannah Shipp.
There's Loudermilk. And that's what you need to build your confidence. Alyssa did not have a good half at all. And to come out, step back, hit the shot, that'll help the confidence. Tried to force it in, and Alyssa Loudermilk comes up with the loose ball. Here's Shipp. She'll wisely pull it up. Working into Marley Moore now. Marley, they're going to call a jump ball. What's the call?
I'm not sure. They didn't call a foul. They also didn't call a jump ball.
They didn't tell us anything.
They just pointed at the other way. So I'm not sure what they did there.
Loudermilk, nice look at the basket, no good. And I'm still wondering, will we press ourselves? I don't know that he ever will tonight.
I don't think he will until late. It's something you don't really see from us ever. Lady Eagles, not something that's in their something that's in their arsenal, but not something they like to use very much.
Again, there's Delaney with a shot from the top of the key, and I don't know that that's where coaching staff wants her shooting.
Bob Jones back in the 2-3 zone.
Boyd working it into Moore. Moore's triple teamed. Here's Shipp, left-handed all the way in. Moore set a nice little pick there for Hannah to go in for that layup.
Broke down the zone, able to get an easy 2 points underneath.
And if they're going to triple team Marley, numbers tell me there are two people open.
Boyd, 3-on-1. She's going to knock it out.
She dribbled it off the foot of Julia Wright, so it should stay white ball, and it does.
Yeah, it was funny there. She had a chance to save it. She didn't realize that it was not going to be their ball. Threw it away.
There's Shipp. Had a good look at it. Got her own rebound. Working it underneath to Marley. Marley one-on-one, yes. With the basket. And an opportunity for a three-point play.
That's going to be the third foul on Delaney, too. She'll have to sit with 3 fouls early in the third quarter.
That's been a nice matchup to watch.
Moore not able to finish.
Oh,
but
Alyssa came out of there with it. And Moore again underneath.
Coach Sellers, nothing but smiles right now.
Every time down the court until they can stop that. A while ago we had it. Oh, nice answer.
But if you remember at the beginning of the season, the first game she played, she couldn't buy a layup underneath. Coaches really worked her into that position.
That was Hannah Tompkins for Bob Jones with that layup. Moore closely guarded by Delaney. Double team. Moore got her own rebound. Take it back up. Yes. She's on fire right now. So we'll see if Bob Jones can answer. Diving for a loose ball. That's Julia Wright. And are they going to call a foul on Loudermilk or Wright?
It's going to be on Wright. It's going to be Eagle ball. I can't believe they called it on Wright. Wright was actually on the floor when the Eagle player, I think it was Alyssa Loudermilk, fell on top of her. But I think they're going to call it on the bottom. She tripped her up, able to make her fall. That's what happened there.
That's Wright's third foul. So 2 players now for Bob Jones University with 3 fouls early in this third quarter.
Yeah, and so far in this quarter, it's been all Pensacola.
Moore looking for Loudermilk coming off the screen. Now they're going to try to give and go, and it worked. That was all Loudermilk and Moore.
Yeah, you can't stop Moore right now. She's got 10 points in this half already. They're going to change because they changed. Now they're playing a zone defense here. And
Stepped on the end line.
Nice.
Since momentum has switched.
Frustration is definitely rotting the hearts of Bob Jones right now.
They need to go right through Moore again. Everything needs to go through Marley until she cools off here.
Marley just playing with tenacity, ripped it there.
Stolen away from Hannah Tompkins. It's a 2-on-2, now a 3-on-3. Hannah's going to pull up for a 3. Had a good look at it, no good. Joy Smith comes out of there with it somehow. She's going to push it up the court. She's got Boyd, but Joy's going to take it all the way in and miss the layup. Ships there for the rebound.
She got fouled. No call.
And Bob Jones, here they come. 3-on-2 fast break.
And they'll throw it away.
Out of control.
Van Hook and Zorka checking in for Marley Moore. Not sure why he's taking her out.
Because it's 5 minutes on the clock. Why ruin your rotation?
Yeah.
Here's Joy Smith. Now, see, this is where the Lady Eagles are most successful when they make that extra pass. There's Boyd. Nice defense.
Yeah,
that
just
time
short.
for Bob Jones.
She didn't put enough on it there.
This is Brianna Jackson. Jackson will take it all the way in. No good. Tipped out. Joy Smith. She's got Boyd going to the basket. Boyd double teamed. Nice double clutch. No good. Hannah Tompkins comes out of there with it. Being harassed, and they'll be out of bounds. Bob Jones keeps the basketball. Almost stolen away by Joy Smith, but Joy put her knee on the sideline, and Bob Jones will keep it.
Yeah, great defense there by Joy Smith. Lady Eagles will stay in this man-to-man defense.
Here's Jackson. Double team. Nice kick out. Way off the mark.
Tompkins blocked there by Zorka.
Yeah. I think Bob Jones will keep it under their own basket.
Yeah,
but
with
there's about a second and a half left on the shot clock.
Nice play there by Zorka.
And that's a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. PCC will keep it. I want to correct myself. I've been calling the wrong name all night for Bob Jones. Number 12 is Sharon Brunson. I've been calling her Sharon Heusinger. And I apologize for that. So I'll try to get it right the rest of the game.
Coach not happy at all with the no call the last 3 times down the court for Bob Jones. Definitely letting the ref know about it that last time. But the ref's getting it from both sides, Coach Sellers and Coach Revere from Bob Jones. So it's definitely going to heat up here close to the end.
2 intense coaches.
Yeah.
2 teams that play very intense. And we knew coming in it was going to be a pretty evenly matched game. Zorka's going to take it all the way in and get fouled. That'll go against Maggie Ford. Expect the bench to get up on that one, but they did not react.
That was a foul. They knew it's a foul.
So they're going to say Holly was going to the basket in a shooting motion. Looks like we got a new player in the game that has not checked. No, it's not a shooting foul. Fooled me.
Ooh.
And it's a push-off. Zorka gets called with a pushing foul.
Second time it's happened to her tonight. Same exact play.
So 3:17 to go, third quarter. It's a 5-point lead, Lady Eagles. Brianna Jackson slowing the tempo now, looking for a good shot. There's a pump fake from Jeffcott.
Jeffcott's so fast on that first step. She's done that 3 or 4 times tonight and capitalized on the shot, but she's got that length to get around her defender. Great move there by Jeffcott.
Looking for the cutter. There's Van Hook, way off the mark. And Bob Jones now bringing it back down to try to cut this 3-point lead all the way in. No good. That's Jackson, but there to get the rebound. Who is that?
Jump ball, it's going to be Pensacola.
Jeffcott got the rebound. That got tied up, and it'll be PCC basketball.
I thought they were going to call a travel on Jeffcott. She just walked backwards with the ball there.
Every possession is important in a game this close.
Yeah, from here on out, we've had no scores in the last about 2 minutes. Van Hook, good look, just no contact there in the 3-point play. Oh, she had a carry.
Off the mark, that was Brunson. And now the Lady Eagles will set up their offense. Remember, this is a team in Bob Jones that won in double digits in January.
Yeah, but also remember it was a close game the whole way out to the last 3 minutes. Bob Jones with some incredible 3-point shooting was able to pull away late.
Ship got it tipped. That's a block shot. And now Brianna Jackson will bring it up and set up the offense. Looking to set some picks. There's a long 3 from Jeffcott. No good. Alyssa Loudermilk with the rebound. It's 1-on-3, but she's going to take it up anyway. No, back to Van Hook and up top to Helder.
That was a great close on that last 3-pointer by Hannah Ship that caused the miscommunication there.
Helder, no good.
It's been almost 3 minutes since score, Jeff.
What are they going to call? That should be a holding foul on Morgan Van Hook. And we'll see if they say she was shooting. Yes, 2 shots. 3-point lead for the Lady Eagles. And 2 shots for Brianna Jackson. Brianna Delaney, number 34, back in for Bob Jones, playing with 3 fouls.
You see how long? Oh, Marley Moore just checked back in, so that's good.
Missed both of them.
Yeah, both of the line. It's been 3 minutes now since the score.
Loudermilk tried to take it all the way in, and it looked like it got tipped out by Bob Jones, but it actually, Loudermilk lost it.
Yeah, I think she's trying to do too much right now, Jeff. She just needs to relax. You don't have to take the whole team on by storm.
Delaney.
She's going to make one of those that she throws up
She
there.
must make them sometimes, but that's 3 tonight. I think she's better served underneath, but who am I? She can take them all night if she keeps missing them. Here's Boyd. Boyd's got Marley. Boyd's going to pull up.
Oh, no
good. Get her own rebound. Shot was blocked, knocked out of bounds. Lady Eagles keep it under their own basket. Fresh shot clock, so the shot clock's not a problem. Trying to get it into Marley. And it'll be a foul.
And we're in the bonus. She's going to be shooting 2.
Fouls on Brianna Jackson. And you're right. That's the 15th foul, so it's a double bonus.
For as many fouls as they've called tonight, every single quarter has been even. It's 3-5 right now. We end the last quarter. I think it was 7-6 or 8-6. I know it was only 1 or 2 difference. Last quarter, it was in favor of Pensacola. Right now, it's in favor of Pensacola.
And Moore picks up the second one.
4-point lead for the Eagles. 29 to go here in this third quarter.
There's Brianna Jackson working it in to Delaney. Delaney with a nice spin move. Could not buy the basket.
Just had a rough night underneath from Delaney.
Cross-court pass. Coach wanting him to swing the basketball, and he is not happy with that offensive possession. All the way up and in. That's Jackson.
Going to set up in that press
and
once
that's
again.
That's where we're at the end of third quarter. Lady Eagles with a small lead. It's PCC 40, Bob Jones 38. And we are ready for fourth quarter action here at Pensacola Christian College. Lady Eagles of PCC with a 40-38 lead. They trailed at halftime by 3, so they've switched it by 5 points. We'll see if they can keep that and come out of here with a victory. Delaney underneath. They went right to her, and she put it up, ties the ball game. BJU is going to have a press, but not as aggressive as what they've been doing. It's more like a man-to-man matchup press.
Oh, nice move there by Loudermilk.
That'll be a jump ball. Where's it going?
Looks like in favor of Pensacola.
Working it underneath to Marley Moore. And that's good. Delaney didn't want to foul her. Brunson working it underneath to Delaney. Delaney up and in. So it's back and forth.
Delaney playing with 3 fouls. Moore playing with 2.
Here's Zorka. Push off. Probably could have called that on her. Loudermilk's going to pull up for a 3. And Delaney comes out of there with the rebound. Knocked away by Boyd. BJU comes out of there with it. Over on the far side, no good. Blocked. And they're going to let her know about it.
In for Loudermilk. Or no, she's going to check in for.
There's 6 players on the court. They almost got us with 6 players on the court. There's Boyd. Oh, goodness gracious. And now a foul. Foul on Shep for the reach. His first minute and a half has not been pretty basketball if you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah, Bob Jones just did a mass substitution. They've got 4 players in. Jeffcott back on the floor. 2 free throw or 3-point shooters. 1 in Tompkins. The other in Jeffcott. And Jeffcott's going to try to work underneath.
That should be a 2, not a 3.
Nice play there.
Hannah Tompkins. Now the Bruins back in the lead. Here's Joy Smith. She'll pull up for 3. No good. Marley Moore with the rebound. Joy Smith. Holly Zorka. No. Moore try to get the rebound. They're going to call her for over the back, maybe? No, they'll get Boyd. Coach Sellers is not pleased right now with the officiating, but nobody's been happy with the officiating tonight.
Yeah.
It's just typical basketball. Timeout in the building. We'll take timeout as well. It's Bob Jones 44, PCC 42. .7:45 to go in this ball game, and it's everything we anticipated. It's a close one.
2-point lead in favor of Bob Jones. It's been a 4-point swing in this quarter. It's going to be a close game the whole way out, Jeff.
Lady Eagles had a 40-38 lead at the end of the third and have given that up. Bob Jones trying to work it inside, and that's Hannah Tompkins, and she will go to the line for 2. Hannah is a guard, a senior guard, averages 8 points a game. Took forever to shoot it.
Thought about it way too long, yeah.
So Marley Moore is coming out. We'll see if Delaney comes back in for Bob Jones with Moore out. Tompkins' second one no good, but they get the rebound off the tip.
That's a lucky rebound there.
Here's Wright trying to work it inside, forced it really. That'll be a jump ball. The Bruins will keep possession. Brianna Jackson calling the play. Looks like we got 4 low on this one. Mismatch underneath on the weak side. Jackson will pull up, no good. Kick out to Ford, no good. Ford gets a rebound again, and it's a third opportunity on this possession for the Bruins. And coaching staff will take a timeout to set it up. Richard, 6:50 to go. It's been a real lackadaisical first couple of minutes here. What are you telling your ladies if you're Coach Sellers for the Lady Eagles?
Well, for one, the Lady Eagles, they're really trying to get the rebounds, but the only thing is it's just bumping Bob Jones' way right now. They are boxing out. They're getting in position, but the last couple of plays, it's just bumped their way. But Bob Jones right now, they're really trying to find a way where they can open this up, because I think they know when it gets down to the wire in this arena, it's going to go in favor of Pensacola 9 times out of 10. But right now, if I'm Coach Sellers, I don't know why he's got Marley Moore out of the game. I think you need her in there. But he's got Alyssa Loudermilk, Joy Smith, Hannah Shipp, Zorka, and Boyd on the floor. I think you're looking to go through Smith and you're looking to go through Zorka in order to get some three-pointers in order to open this lead up.
Well, if Moore had been in the game, I don't think they're getting all these rebounds.
Yeah.
But I'm not a coach. He's probably resting her for the last 4 minutes of the game. She needs to breathe her. She's played 2 games in a row, 2 nights in a row. So
nice
tipped
steal.
away. Alyssa Loudermilk with a beautiful defensive tip. And she'll come out of here with it. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Alyssa all the way in, and she will get fouled. A blocking foul. And Loudermilk goes to the line for 2. I don't know that Coach Sellers wants her taking it coast to coast.
No, she's doing that every single time down the floor, and I'm asking her to pull it out and set something up, get something going. But she's going to go to the line and get 2 just as easy. But that's not a guaranteed every time. You know, you're going to get a call to foul there.
Well, I think it's the first time she's been to the line tonight with this. It's been turnovers. It's been bad shots.
Coach subbing Moore in for Boyd because of Delaney coming back into the game here. Loudermilk knocks down the second. It's a tie game. Low-scoring game for both these teams, too. Bob Jones, a team that averages 70, 80 points a game. Pensacola the same way. That was a travel.
That was a walk. Delaney. She finally hit one. Three-point lead, Bruins. Zorka. There's Joy Smith. She'll be there to pull it back and set up the shot clock again. Loudermilk. I don't know if it was tipped or just a bad shot.
Looked like it was tipped.
Dangerous cross-court pass. Trying to get it into Delaney. And Bob Jones will keep it under their own basket. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Forward into Delaney, yes. 5-point lead. Trying to get it into Marley Moore. Moore double teamed. Ford with great defense. That's tipped away by Delaney. Ford comes out of there with it. And this thing could get ugly quick if we're not careful. Got to play good defense on this possession. Bob Jones right now, they just want this game more. They're working harder on both ends. This is Jeff Cott at the line.
By far their best player tonight. Played a great game, offensively and defensively.
We're pushing it. What is that? I think he needs to. I don't know. I think he's going to pull Alyssa out.
Yeah, she's doing that every time down the floor. You need to set something up, get something going.
Should be PCC basketball.
And I'll remind you, number 15 for Bob Jones, Julia Wright. She was the X factor late last time he played them. The 3 threes in the corner, that's her spot. She was wide open that last time in the corner.
Coach Sellers will take a timeout. 50-44, Bob Jones with the lead will take a timeout as well. Out of the timeout, 4:21 to go in the game. Bob Jones on a nice little mini run here. BJU has actually outscored the Eagles 12-4 in this quarter. Lady Eagles desperately need points. Hannah Shipp had it tipped away. Hannah's going to get her own rebound, or the tip rather.
Boyd with a nice three-pointer.
And that'll cut it in half just like that. And that'll get the crowd back into it. Delaney, oh, she almost walked. She did walk.
Oh, they're going to call
a charge.
Charge.
That probably is a makeup call. And yes, I believe in makeup calls. It happens in every realm of basketball. I think they know they missed the walk. Either way, the Lady Eagles have a basketball. Down 3. Joy Smith will pull it out. Wait for instruction. Sellers is directing every player on the court to their position. Here's Boyd. Underneath to Moore. Moore, nice turnaround. Delaney, Delaney with 3 fouls really could have been a little more aggressive, but just kind of stood there with her arms up.
It's a 1-point game.
And does Delaney have 4 fouls?
3. 3 fouls on Delaney. Nice play.
Pull-up jumper. There's Jackson.
She'll silence the crowd.
Scoreboard's got Delaney with 4. Am I right? Did I miss one?
Oh, she must have 4. Oh, the charge.
Yep, that's
the
right.
Charge the charge.
I'm goofy. It's one that just happened. Boyd.
Short. Just short there.
And here comes Bob Jones. Plenty of time in the basketball game. You just have to play great defense. Here's Jackson. Guarded by Boyd. Jackson will take it all the way and blocked. Out of bounds. Off of Bob Jones' player. Lady Eagles basketball.
No, it's going to be Bob Jones. It was tipped.
I thought the official underneath.
The underneath called it. The other
so
two officials
overrode it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both said Bob Jones ball.
Good officiating. To get it right. They need to get it right, and they did. Underneath to Delaney. Delaney double teamed. She still put it in. That was a pretty move. She is tough. Couldn't buy a basket in the first half. She can't miss in this half. Down to 2 minutes to go. There's Zorka. Triple teamed. Ship comes out of there with it, and they'll call a jump ball. It'll be Lady Eagles basketball. 1:56 to go. Bob Jones with the lead, 54-49.
Ship wants this win right now. She's the third or fourth time she's been on the floor in the last 2 minutes, chasing down a ball.
Next foul on the Lady Eagles puts Bob Jones in a double bonus. New shot clock. I think you need to go to more. Got to get it into more. Try to get the three-point play here. Trying to get her own rebound. Delaney. That's a 2. She has been the best player in this half for Bob Jones. Working it into Moore. Knocked away. No good. That'll be a foul on Hannah Ship. And that'll be a double bonus, 2 shots. Bob Jones sensing victory here on the road, 7-point lead, and a chance to extend that lead at the free throw line. Lady Eagles, no matter what happens tonight, are back in action a week from today at this arena, 2 o'clock Central, with the NCCAA South Regional Championship. Lady Eagles guaranteed the championship spot with only 3 teams in the region. So we'll have that action for you with Lady Eagles basketball. Coach Sellers and Richard Moses did a season wrap-up interview earlier this week. We're going to show that immediately following this game.
Yeah, that was a great interview. You talked a lot about what happened this season and what's coming up in the future for Lady Eagles basketball.
Still plenty of time here, but you got to make every possession count. Joy Smith throws it away. That's not how you do it. He'll put Boyd back in. Boyd's going to come in for who? For Marley. Is that right? 6 players on the court for the Lady Eagles. A little bit of confusion for the Lady Eagles right now. Delaney, no need to rush it now. BJU with a 7-point lead and the basketball. And Chip Bowes, the official, will call Hannah Ship with the reach-in foul. And it's 2 free throws. So late into the shot clock to foul. Why do you just let it play out at that point?
Yeah. Hope dwindling late.
Yeah, I think barring a major disaster here, Bob Jones is going to get out of here with a victory with the ladies team. Coach Sellers will take a timeout. 58-49, Bob Jones with the lead. out of the timeout. 9-point deficit for the Lady Eagles. Everything's got to go right here. You're going to have to, it's a 3-possession game. You're going to have to make some quick threes. Walking around the perimeter is not how you do it. Zorka pulls up, no good.
Forced it.
Rebound.
It's going to be a foul against Jeffcott.
Joy Smith with the rebound. It's a foul, but no bonus. So that ran 10 seconds off the clock. Actually, 20. Ship pulling up 3, no good. We will call a timeout.
No, it's going to be a foul. Jeffcott will be at the line shooting 2
shots. I think it's time to mail it in. Here's the second of 2. And a 10-point lead for the Bruins of Bob Jones University. Here's Morgan Van Hook, pulled up for 3, no good. And I think he's going to back them off on defense. Is he going to back them off? They're going to still try to foul. And we're just going to run the clock out. And good officiating just to let that happen. Get out of here. No need to call a whistle. That is the way this first game of this doubleheader is. The Bruins of Bob Jones University come out of here with a hard-fought victory, 59-49. BJU with the win. They go to 17-11. 18-11. Lady Eagles fall to 16-12. Lady Eagles will play again a week from today, 2 o'clock Central, in the NCCAA South Regional Championship. We'll have that for you here on live stream. Don't go anywhere. We've got a couple interviews coming up, some pregame festivities for the men's game. For now, we'll throw it back to the studio.
It's the end of our Eagles season, and you've just watched the final girls' home game of the season. Coach, you've had a great season, and you've been so gracious to our fans and live streaming here in the stands, and it's great to have you with us one more time.
Thanks. It's good to be here. We had a great year so far, and looking forward to the postseason.
Coach, you talked about postseason, and as we talk about this interview, we just talked about it a few minutes ago. You have some expectations for the postseason, and what are those right now?
Well, we have the regional tournament coming up, and we're the number 1 seed at the regional tournament, and really looking forward to the goal would be to win the region championship. We've been fortunate to win it 2 years in a row. We'd love to win it this year and get back to the national tournament. The first 2 years that we've been out to the national tournament, the first year we were just happy to be there, just excited. The second year, we were kind of limping into the playoffs, really weren't ready to play. This year we want to go out there and who knows, anything can happen, but we want to play real well and give it a good shot and maybe win the thing.
Throughout the season, we've had a lot of highlights here in the gym. We've had highlights on the road. Coach, we talked about earlier some of your favorite highlights of the season. What's been some things to tell our fans that you've loved about the season, some memories that you'll take to next season?
I've really liked the way we've come together in the second half and played real well. We had a practice January 24th, and nobody was able to be at that but me and the players. But it's something about that practice. Something just clicked. It was the best practice that I've had here in 5 years, and the teams played well. That led into an 8-game win streak, and we've just really been playing well, and the team started to come together. So a highlight for me was something nobody else saw, that practice in January, but really starting to come together and merge the freshmen with everybody else and to come together as a team.
Coach, what has been your biggest struggle this season?
Probably that struggle is now what's helping us the most, that we've come together as a unit. At the beginning of the season, we really struggled, starting 3 freshmen and meshing that in with everything else. And so it was a real struggle first semester. We had some games where we were good and some games where we were awful. But we've really started to play better. And so those are some struggles early on, and we've kind of overcome that now, at least right now. I don't want to jinx us, but we've kind of overcome that by now.
Going into this postseason, what are some things that you're looking for as far as replacements? Some recruiting you're going to have to do definitely for next season.
Yeah, we've got a few players that we're recruiting and talking with right now that are going to come in. We lose 4 key seniors who played a real vital role this year. And one of them, in Hannah Ship, she's played more games than anybody else for the Lady Eagles. I think she's right now at 122 games. So we're gonna miss that. So we're gonna have to replace it. But what's great for us is we bring back the leading scorer of this year next. She'll be back. Alyssa will be back next year. And then we also start 3 freshmen. So they're going to have 4 years with us, and that's going to be great. And we've got a girl that's going to be, that we're talking to out of Oregon. We've got a couple out of Florida who are going to come in and be real good for us for a few years here. So we're excited about that.
On campus and throughout the year, we've had this theme of Eagle Pride, and today was kind of the pinnacle of the Eagle Pride with the side. They saw some highlights from that earlier, some different things that happened. Coach, what has that meant for you as the Lady Eagles coach, just seeing the camaraderie of students get together and get behind you to win some games?
It's meant a lot. Girls college basketball, we don't always pack the stands out, and it's just a part of it. And it's real exciting this year to see an up in enrollment at our games. More people are coming. We're seeing a good attendance number, and we're real thankful for that. Everybody on campus that's been coming to the games and supporting the girls. We lots of times play our games early at 5:30, and so for them to get out and give us the support that we need, we're real appreciative to it. It's helping our program get to a level that we'd like it to be at. We're thankful for that, and then obviously a lot of family members that come down too. We're real appreciative.
Well, the Lady Eagles season is about to wrap up in just a few days. They'll be playing the regional tournament right here in the R. Horton Sports Center Arena next Saturday at 2 p.m. I hope you'll join us again. And Coach Sellers, again, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.